Hey, how's it going? I want to do a quick video on Unix mail. It's not something that's done terribly often, but for our class, since we're spending most of our time on the Linux server, it's a pretty convenient way for me to send messages to students um, while they're working on the server. I don't suggest using this to send me critical emails. Stick to my regular email, but um, particularly when you're doing problem sets and I'm monitoring what you're doing, I might give you feedback while you're working on problems. So let me go ahead and just log into my Linux account. And if I've already got mail sitting there, I'll get this message saying you have mail. But typically you won't have any mail. What will happen is you'll be working on your problems, and at some point you'll finish problem 6 and you'll go ahead and submit it. And you'll see a message saying you have comments or feedback available. Use the mail command to read them. And this tells you, hey, you've got feedback on problems 3 and 4. So here's how you use the mail command on Unix. The command is just mail. And when you say mail, you'll see a set of headers. So here's message 1 from Nick, that's me, and the subject is feedback on problem 3. Here's message 2, also from Nick, and the subject is feedback on problem 4. If you want to read the first message, just hit the enter key. And there's my feedback on problem 3. Hey, double check the function you wrote, etc. If this is very long, it'll scroll through one page at a time, but this will mostly be just for giving like short notes. And then if you hit enter again, it'll show you the next message, message 2, and there's the subject, feedback on problem 4, and then there's the message. And that's really all there is to it. Now at this point you can just exit with a control D, and now if you were to say mail again, those messages are gone. So that's really all you need to know about using this command if you want to read short messages I'm sending you. But if you're curious about using this command more generally, let me give you a few other things you can do. For one thing, you can say mail-F to get back to your old messages. So there's message 1 and there's message 2. You can say H to see your message headers, and if I wanted to read message 1, I could just type a 1 and see that exactly, and so on. If for some reason you want to delete a message, I could say delete message 2, and now if I look at my headers, there's only message 1. Again, control D exits, and if I say mail, I still don't have any new mail, but I can say mail-F, and there's my old message. The other thing you can do with mail, and don't abuse this, right? But if you want to send mail to somebody, I could say mail Nick, and subject, this is a demo of sending mail, and then I can type my message here, whatever I like, with typos and stuff. And when you're done, you can just hit a control D. Alright, and so I just sent a message to Nick, right? That's me. So if I were to log in as Nick, then I'll get a note saying you have new mail, and if I say mail, I'll see this message that came from N. Macias. This is a demo of sending mail, and there's the message that was sent to me. And if I don't want to save it, I can just delete it from here, and it's gone. So you can use this to send messages to each other if you're curious about it, but mostly I'm going to use this to send feedback on the problem sets. So if you start sending messages to each other, that may get confusing, but it's doable. But mainly when you run the problem command and you see a thing pop up that says that you've got feedback, right, like this, then just go ahead and run the mail command and you can read my feedback. So that's just something I'm going to play with during class while you're working on problem sets. Alright, thanks. Bye.